Hello and welcome to the 2024 German Grand Prix at the Norisring. On pole today for the fourth successive time to open the season, it's Emma Kickert for Simpson, and alongside her on the front row, it's Marco Jantscher for Euromotor. Euromotor, of course, with the double podium here last year. We'll see if they can perhaps match or even better that mark in the race today. Starting on the second row, we find Edvard Holm and Takuma Taki for Simpson and Racing Point. And on row 3, it's Phillippe Nicolas and Magda Srvanski for March 16. On row 4, we find Final Watson and Amy Gauthier. Watson in the second March 16 and Gauthier in the Racing Point. On row 5, we have Bradley Dacknell in the second Euromotor and Humbert Moyamoudier in the second of the two holidays. On row 6, it's Anu Vosu for Adriatica and Nathaniel Cameron for Jones. And then behind them on row 7, we have Pierre Saint-Laurent and Akia Yamamura in the second Adriatica. Klon starts for 15th in the second of the two Bentleys, with Václav Malish starting 16th, Diego Alvarez Torrente 17th, and Andrei Kremnitsky in 18th. Martin McFry will start 19th next to Aurora Summers for Peak. Ben Fleet starts 21st, Malik Zidane 22nd, and Naki Shinjun 23rd. It's Alberto Cara, James Wilmington, and Fu Wen rounding out the grid. And with that, the start of the race is just moments away. And it's go! Emma Kickert with a good start, but Edvard Holm, no, not a good start at all. She's got absolutely swallowed up by the field. Marco Jantscher seems to be taking lead, but no, that's Takuma Taki with a great start into the lead. There's contact further behind. What a chaotic start. All triggered by the fact that seems like Kickert just got completely swallowed up. I think that is, that's Phillippe Nicolas with somebody got into him from behind. I think that might have been Bradley Dacknell.
What the hell is this?
This is one of the most chaotic starts I've ever seen. Kickert already down to 7th place by the first corner. Dacknell completely misses his braking point, punts into the rear of Nicolas, takes off his rear wing. Taki is leading from Jantscher. Dacknell, Nicolas in 4th, but he will need to pit for that rear wing. Holm up to 4th. Watson will come through into 5th. Srvanski down to 7th. Kickert from pole to 8th. That is an atrocious start for the Dutch woman. Amy Gauthier there making a move to the inside. Ooh, very ambitious there, but she did make it. She did at least avoid smashing into anyone as Nicolas now returns to the pits here. Dacknell, I think, will be getting some form of warning from the stewards. I'm not sure if they'll take any action, but that was a very very interesting start, shall we say?
Yeah, that was a very chaotic first lap. Klon's probably having PTSD from that Norisring first lap, first corner incident. Taki leads, fastest lap goes Jantscher, 41.9. First Dacknell 4 is Holm, then Watson, Srvanski, Kickert, Gauthier, and Voisu. Moyamoudier in 10th, Yamamura and Saint-Laurent. Moyamoudier passed Voisu for 9th.
I just remembered this, a fast forward on this thing. Yeah, pretty standard move there by Moyamoudier to make it past Voisu into 9th place.
I just realized, that reminded me of how Klon dumped Javi at the R Factor race at the start. I don't know why they were going 4 wide into the first corner. That is idiotic, but ARWS moment.
Yes, the only person to come out with any grief is Phillippe Nicolas, who's avoided going a full lap down, if nothing else. We'll see if he can make a recovery for this race. Taki continuing to hold on to the lead as he and Jancher are now starting to gap diagonal with home in hot pursuit of the Euromoto driver for third place. And it's the 2 March 16s. Yeah. Kickert still only running 7th. This is a very poor start for her. She's going to try and convert this pole to a win. She'll have to pull something out of her bag of tricks to make it happen. We're back in the pack. We've got Nathaniel Cameron running well here, trying to redeem himself after that very poor Nürburgring showing. Looks like one of the Gangwongs in the yeah, that's the Mecha of Naoki Shinjo coming to having a bit of a not quite a coming together, but definitely squabbling over the right to be not last when Phillippe Nicolas inevitably catches and passes them.
The gap at the front is about the same, it's half a second. A little bit of gap forming behind Jancher. Lap 6. This race is gonna go by very quickly. 100 laps times 40 seconds.
Looks like Jancher, yeah, definitely has the straight line speed, but just can't get the exits from the corners, I don't think, to really be able to make a move on Taki. Although he
should be about
sorry?
Should be about an hour and 10 minutes, sorry.
Yeah, Jancher there, yeah, just looking to try and find a way past, but just can't get the speed out of the corners to make it.
Once again doing an absolute nothing in this race. Just existing.
Well,
that's what he's
Jancher
good
must
at.
have made a mistake at that corner. He's dropped a couple attempts to Taki.
Edward Holmes still in the race on lap 8.
Yeah, I mean, if he can make it for the next 90 laps, I don't think he'll care where he finishes.
Yeah. So through the Scholler S into the Dutzendteich Kehre goes Edward Holm, no move yet. Oh, back they go around the last corner, past the stone stands, the Steintribüne, and into Grundekehre. Only like four corners. That's a BYD. That's Fullman. He got pushed wide.
Must have. Yeah, looks like there was looks like Nicolas trying to recover just barged his way past the Young Wang and sort of forced him into the wall there. When they're just having to wait for a gap in the traffic to try and resume the race, but
oh, I think it's stuck.
Very tentative to avoid getting into anyone's way here. After all, the drivers have been warned following the Luxembourg Grand Prix not to ensure that they don't rejoin in a dangerous manner.
This is not good for Fuwan. Look, this is such a short track. There's gonna be a lot of congestion. I don't think he's gonna be getting out of this.
Well, there's a gap forming behind Moy Moutier now. This might be his opportunity. Yeah, well, and Fuwan finally rejoins the race.
Well done.
There comes Jancher into the last corner. I wanted to say there's only like 4 corners proper, and a few corners that are slightly, well, I wouldn't really call them corners that much. As he goes Jancher into the Grundy-Kara for the 11th time, makes a move on, I think that's the lap car, like lap 11, and we're already getting lap traffic. This is how short the lap is, 2.3 kilometers. Oh!
Ooh, there, Shucho there, giving Taki a little bit of a chop there entering the corner, but no contact between the two there, fortunately.
Of course, there's gonna be so much lapping in this race that
Oh my
fingers
goodness!
crossed,
Home gets squeezed in the
fingers
barrier by
crossed,
Alberto
nothing
Kara!
stupid happens. Oh, indeed it did happen. We don't want any big incidents. There's gonna be a lot of lap traffic, and we're only about 10% into the race, so this is going to be a tough race.
Yes, quite possibly one of the most stressful events on the calendar is the is this race, just for the tight confines of the track, the high speeds into very heavy braking zones, and of course the short lap necessitating the, as you've mentioned a couple of times, the amount of cars that have to be lapped here.
Oh, this is so sketchy. Here comes Kickert lapping the Mecca. Oh.
Oh my goodness,
Home.
Is that Edvard Home in trouble again?
I think he's dropped it.
Yeah, he just outbraked himself and smashes into the barrier there.
And front wing.
Loses his front wing. And is out of the race. Oh my goodness, Edvard Home, you can't make it up. This poor guy.
Well, this time it was his own doing. He's gonna be he's gonna be hating himself and himself only.
I do hope his llama will be able to cheer him up.
It's not an easy season for Jetstar. I mean, of course, Emma Kickert is, I believe, second in the championship. However, she did also have some interesting moments in the season, especially, I think it was in Spain where she decided to bin it from the lead.
Yeah, she binned it from the lead, and then her engine later gave up on her, and of course, the whole incident at the Nürburgring where she basically didn't hold the brake and wound up inadvertently taking out Final Watson from the race. She's just, well, that just earned her a 15-point penalty, which could be very crucial in the battle for the championship. Wilmington there being very, very courteous with allowing the leaders through there. So after weathering that early pressure from Jancher, Taki has pulled out a gap of about a second on Jancher now. Daggle now 4.5 seconds off the lead here, and Watson 6 seconds behind the leading racing point of Takuma Taki. Interestingly, Emma Kickert has not made much progress since the start here. Of course, she did have that horrendous start, and really the only progress she's made has been from other cars falling off in front of her, or coming to strife as Phillippe Nicolas did. This is Aurora Summers. I think that's Final Watson just spinning his tires there out of that corner.
It's up to 14th.
Nicola covering now up to 14th. Our timing and scoring seems to be in a bit of having a few issues at the moment. We'll try and get that sorted, but Nicola almost through all of the traffic now as he desperately tries to make his way back through the field after that disastrous start for him.
Watson and Foxdales. Oh, engine! It's Kicker. Let's go. That's race over for Jetstar.
Yeah, very, very short, disappointing race for the Simpson Jetstar team. Both their cars out before we really even get to the 1/5 of the way through the race. Kicker's trying to keep it going for as long as possible here, but that I think it's plain to see that car is not going to go very much further in this race.
In fact, that's a penalty. She just crashed into my Mucci. I was about to say, that is dangerous. Just pull it out. Pull it off. Pull the car away from the track.
Do we have any reports on bad feelings between Moutier and Kickert? Because that felt like it was purposefully.
Yes, I mean, I don't know about that, but what it has done is it's really set at both of the holidays here. Of course, Holiday and Simpson are currently the two leading teams, certainly in terms of...
Oh, that's Kremitsky. And he's done the same thing as... Holm.
Almost. He just didn't destroy the car in the process, but...
Did he fall off his braking there?
He must have, yes.
Oh no.
As I was saying earlier, though, Kickert breaking Moy Moutier's front wing like that really does put both of the Holidays behind the 8 ball, as they're Simpson and Holiday probably eyeing each other up for the at least. Kremnitsky is still there. Kremnitsky is still there. He hasn't been able to recover, but Simpson and Holiday looking to probably see each other as their main rival for at least an outright pace. But these early retirements are definitely putting a wrench in the works for Simpson as they're
going to get out. I get that's a lot of congestion in this track.
There's not really a lot of room to really safely rejoin. Of course, Kremnitsky, like Fulen earlier in this race, is just trying to make sure he doesn't fall foul of a penalty here for unsafely rejoining the race.
Well, at this point, Fulen is actually ahead.
Indeed, he is.
Wow.
But I think the upcoming gap should just about be enough.
Well, Kremnitsky's stationary for about 2 minutes now.
Yeah, Kremnitsky doesn't seem to think so.
Reminds me of last year's Grand Prix where we had the same issue with... Who was it again?
I believe it was, in fact, Emma Kickert.
Could have been, very likely.
Taki has now opened up a lead of about 2.5 seconds.
Oh, he's
As we're
going.
seeing our first pit stop, in fact.
Oh, is he? No, he's not.
Yeah, this is the scheduled pit stop for Marco Janter right at the opening of the 2-stop window here.
No, but Kramitski still stranded in Dutzendijk area. Put the fries in the bag, bro.
Kremniski is still there, by the way. He's not moved.
But he's also not giving up. So at least he got hard.
Yeah, he's kept the engine running. Oh, it looks like there's a car slowing. It's Amy Gauthier. There's a transmission failure on the racing point. And her disastrous 2024 continues after a 4th place finish at at Monaco Grand Prix. She has not finished a race since then.
Well, that's an incentive for Kremnitsky to actually move his butt and go, because...
Oh, yeah, apparently he was
stuff.
waiting for somebody else to drop out of the race to bother continuing.
Well, I'm guessing Kremnitsky is not gonna be gaining any more places on track, apart from the NFs, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that either.
Unless someone has the same issue, but yeah, that's... What was Kremnitsky's last lap time? I wanna see.
Three minutes
59.
59. To be
That's
fair,
grand.
I've seen slower. Not around the north, but I've seen slower.
That might well be the slowest lap time I've ever seen at Norisring. Oh, Nicolas out.
It gets things go from bad to worse for the championship leader. After that,
he had made his way up to 7th. Not anymore.
Moy Moutier there left to be the sole flag carrier for our holiday here. He's still running in 9th at least, but they'll just be looking to pick up some points here with Moy Moutier and the constructors. And this does open the door for someone to really sweep in and potentially take the championship lead from Nicolas. As the cranes now carry the holiday out of the track. We've got Nathaniel Cameron pitching. He's also on the 2-stop strategy, it would seem.
Malish in 11th place, the Brno native. Not that far to Germany. Well, probably closer from Prague, but definitely one of the closer races from the Czech Republic on the calendar. 11th place for the Czechmate, just outside of the top 10. He's one of... Actually, it's a big block of Volkswagen / Bentley, 9, 10, 11, 12, and maybe even 13.
Fuen just locked his tires there at the S curve there. Those tires must be badly flat spotted after that. And there's a swarm of cars right behind the young Wang there. Jancher able to safely make his way through them.
Klon is in the pits, probably scheduled. It is.
Yes, indeed. Scheduled stop for Klon.
So Moimuche, despite having to pit for damage, is in 7th place. Shows how strong the top cars are.
Moy Moutier is actually not far off of... Oh my goodness, there! That was close between Kara and Taki, but fortunately they didn't come into any grief there. Moy Moutier, though, has been... actually been not too far off the pace of the leader in this stage of the race. Obviously, he must be helped a little bit by the fresher tires he has, but that is encouraging pace to see from him, as we've got Final Watson in the pit. So he's also on the 2-stop strategy in the March 16. Got Bradley Dagnall now in second place, 4.5 seconds off the lead, and then it's Magda Srvanski in third. I believe those are the only I3s not to have pitted so far. So it is possible that at least one of them might be on the one-stop strategy. We'll have to see how this goes. Actually, looking at the championship standings now, Taki has a good shot of taking the championship lead back. Of course, he did win in Monaco to start the season, but the retirement at Harama has set him back a little bit in the championship fight. We've got Martin McFry's also made a pit stop, 2-stop strategy for him. Kara's very aggressive there in defending from cars that are trying to lap him. I'm not entirely sure what he thinks he might gain from this.
I think he's concerned with the Fox there behind him, so that's the reason for his rather choppy driving, to put it this way.
That is true. The McFry has just pitted and looks like he'll easily make it back past the Yang Wang. Kremnitsky in for a scheduled pit stop of his own. It'll be a very, very lonely race for him in terms of like on-track battles. Oh, that's a loose wheel on Malik Zidane in the Mecca. So that's still reliability woes for Mecca with his second car. It just cannot seem to finish a race on a regular basis.
What's going on since the second half of 2023 with Mecca? The yellow flag, I think, stuff for Zidane's been cleared now. So,
and that's Magda Srvanski into the pits for March 16 from third place. So she's also on the 2-stop strategy. Let's see exactly where she comes out. She's coming out behind Yoncher. Behind Watson, it would seem, but I would assume she's ahead of Moy Moutier.
Yes, Moy Moutier make a move. Pretty easy, more power, and got it done. 6th place for the Holiday driver, the only one left in the race.
Yeah, tech suck move there for Moy Moutier.
He prayed.com and made the move stick. Next up is I don't know who's 5th. I think
Aurora
Watson.
Summers is pitting.
Srvanski's in.
Yeah, Srvanski's next up for him, but I don't think he's going to really catch her. To be honest with you.
Yamamura pits from 9th for Adriatica. This teammate Anuboizu was in the camera shot.
Jinju had a moment there at the S-bend. And that is our race leader, Takuma Taki, in from the lead of the race. So he's also on the 2-stop strategy. It looks like all of the I3s seem to be favoring the 2-stop strategy. But Bradley Dagnall is staying out there for now. He has taken over the lead of the race.
That is huge for Euromotor.
Oh, and somebody else is off. It's Anovozu.
Oh, I can't even see what happened. Yeah, that's transmission
failure.
issue.
Transmission failure on the Adriatica. That's a shame for her. As they wheel the car out of harm's way. That's yet another retirement for Vozu, who's seen a startling amount of them. Srvanski there, locking up, trying to get around one of the Jones cars there. I think that is Diego versus Torrente. in 9th position. So, Yoncher has returned to the track about 14.5 seconds behind Dagnall, and Watson 20 seconds behind Dagnall. Actually, yeah, they both come out ahead of Takuma Taki, so Taki going long on that stint really doesn't seem to have helped him. It looks like he may have suffered a bit in the traffic, so on the 2-stop strategy, Yoncher is leading, and of course on the 1-stop strategy, Dagnall is leading the race, so this is all looking good for Oromotor after their disastrous start to the 2024 campaign. Nathaniel Cameron getting it all wrong there. And has put himself under threat for the Adriatica of Akira Yamamura. Yamamura looking to the inside there, but can't make the move stick.
Nope.
And we see Klon approaching in the background, so any mistake will be costly.
German, the home driver, Klon,
Yamamura looking to the inside of Cameron here and makes the move stick. Great move from Yamamura. They have taken 10th place from Cameron.
Not a bad day for Germany. Euromotion's 1-2 in their home Grand Prix. They're obviously hoping to keep it this way. Kremnitsky is, well, there's 3 cars not on the same lap from one another.
Yeah, just Kara there having to back out massively. Stefanski desperately trying to make her way through this traffic. She's about, what is that, nearly 7 full seconds behind Taki, the next car ahead of her. She needs to get a move on to avoid losing too much ground in the battle amongst the top 5 here. Up front, it's still Bradley Dagnall, who's running a 42.9 on his previous lap. Yoncher run a 43.5 on his previous lap, so this strategy looks to be working great for Bradley Dagnall. If he can keep up the pace advantage over the cars chasing him, as long as the car holds together and he doesn't crash it, this looks really good for the Brit.
And he seems to be very good in terms of his on-track situation, because he's got a lot of free air ahead of him, if I'm looking at the map correctly.
That said, he is
No,
yeah.
I didn't. There's a lot of traffic coming up.
Yeah, I mean he's gone through a patch of clear air, but like it's very quickly coming to an end. As we've got a whole gaggle right up here ahead of him. It's James Wilmington, Nathaniel Cameron, and Klon there. Of course, Cameron and Lon now battling for 11th position. As we've, I think, passed the window for the 2-stop strategy now, so definitely looks like Dagnall's on the 1-stop. Looks like Moyen Moutier may be looking to make a pit stop in this upcoming 1-stop window as well. Yeah, now that Yoncher is in clear air here, he's picked up 0.6 of a second on his teammate.
But of course he has to make up an entire stop, not just the 13 seconds he's behind.
Well, that said, he's already made his first pit stop. Both of those cars only need to pit once more, so it's just a case of can he catch his teammate and find a way past him, whether through pit strategy or on track.
Sure.
Oh, goodness!
What was that all?
So I think, this is Savansky and Fu Wen here. I think Fu Wen must have gotten very confused by the line Savansky was taking to get around the Chinese driver, but
What if I touched the Armco on the inside?
It doesn't seem to be any damage on the March 16, but that was definitely a scare there for Magda Savansky.
Yeah, I presume Wen just thought she was going to go down the inside like you normally would, but she stayed on the outside, and thus that happened.
Dagnall now encountering traffic. You can already see his pace really being affected by the dirty air here. 43.7 on that previous lap. Jancher over a second quicker than his teammates. Really benefiting now that he's gotten clear of that traffic and can pump in some quick laps. This will be a crucial stage of the race for Jancher. Can he make up this 12-second gap to his teammates?
Well, since Dagnall is... Oh, that's gonna be a lot of traffic for Dagnall, actually. It's the Bentley-powered squad right in front of him.
Yeah, that's Torrente in 10th, Cameron in 11th, and Klon, he's just lapped in 12th. All of these cars are fighting for position, so they won't want to they won't want to make life too easy for Dagnall, because then they'll be making it easy for the other cars to try and pass them.
Oh, he tried to have a little. I had to think better of it.
And now Dagnall bails out of this. He'll be making a very early pit stop in this one-stop window here.
Probably a good move. He will be losing a lot of time in traffic, so probably better to fill up till the end of the race. Jancher is gonna lead. And let's see where Dagnall comes out relative to especially Servansky.
Yeah. Watson is through. Taki is through, Servansky is through, and Bradley Dagnall will resume in 5th place. But this should put him in relatively clear air in terms of putting in some quick lap times. So this may be a very, very key strategy choice for Dagnall's chances of potentially winning this race. Of course, Bradley Dagnall, brother to the three-time ARWS champion Mark Dagnall, and of course former Formula 1 world champion Chris Dagnall is their father. So Bradley here looking to be the third Dagnall to win a race in ARWS.
So far so good for BDAX, 17 seconds behind his teammate who leads the race. Let's see how it's going to shake up. He doesn't have to pit, but those two stoppers will have fresh tires and will be able to push on harder at the end of the race. So the top 6 that's on the lead lap is Jancher, 6.3 seconds minus Watson. Another second and a half is Taki. Then 4 seconds behind Taki, Servansky. Another 4 seconds back is Dagnall, and Moimuche is in 6th. Just trying to exist. He's on the lead lap, but he will have to pit soon.
Yes, I don't think that Moimuche is far off from making his final scheduled pit stop. In fact, it looks like he's coming into the pits right now. The Holiday Mechanics already out in the pit lane waiting to greet their lone representative in this race. I have to say, despite losing that front wing earlier in the race, Moimuche has been putting in a very solid performance. If he can hang on to this, it will be a it won't be the result that Holiday were hoping for, but it will be a solid enough point stay considering the retirement of Nicolas earlier in the race. Moimuche now resuming the race nearly a full lap behind Dagnall, in fact.
Yep, about a lap's worth is one pit stop here in the 42 second lap.
Shinshu there unlapping himself from Akiya Yamamura in Adriatica. That's very impressive from the mecha, and then he immediately... Okay, now...
He does not!
Yeah, no, he's holding up! He's really holding up the Adriatica there, putting them in danger of from the two Joneses behind.
Well, not only one Jones, because Cameron couldn't make a move into Dutzenteich, but Torrente is close.
And crucially for this race, Marco Jancher is right behind this pack now. Jancher will need to get past here and put in some very quick laps.
Oh, ballsy move on 2 cars into Grundig. Great move from Jancher. He has to make ground in this traffic.
Yeah, he's about halfway through this pack. So this is looking pretty decent for Jancher. He will still need to pull out some more time though to getting striking distance of Dagnall. Dagnall 15 and a half seconds behind currently. We'll see what their lap times are. 42.8 for Jancher there as he really gets squeezed to the pit. Not the pit wall, but the opposite pit wall from Diego Alvarez to Rente. Kara is in for his one and only pit stop, and that's a 42.4 for Dagnall, 4/10 quicker than his teammates, as he's also now quickly approaching this gaggle of lap traffic.
So we hit the half race distance. We're lap 50 of 99. He Pierre Saint Laurent pits. For his only stop. From 7th place, he should be coming out somewhere around the other Bentleys.
So one stop strategy for Saint Laurent in this race. He looks like he's going to come out behind that squabbling group of cars there.
Malish hasn't pit yet. Yeah, Malish hasn't pit. Gets Cameron in 10th. Saint Laurent's going to be behind his teammate.
It's another 42.5-ish lap from Dagnall. As we've got yellow flags attacking Yamamura! Oh my goodness!
Oh no, Mallet. No, that's Kramnitsky. Oh
what
no.
Happened there?
What
did Kramnitsky do?
Oh my goodness, and Klon is now involved!
Oh.
I don't know what happened there with Kramnitsky.
Did he stop? I think he stopped.
He must have stopped somehow. I don't know what on earth Klon was expecting to happen with Kramnitsky's car there.
His car stopped. That's odd.
I wonder if perhaps he just locked it all up and just panicked and came to a stop in the middle of all that traffic. But either way, that's Kramnitsky surely out. James Wilmington now as well smashes into the back of.
Oh my
What? We got a parking lane here.
Welcome to Norisring. The train has arrived. Well, that's.
So Yamamura.
Look at this. This one car.
Okay, so Wilmington manages to avoid it actually. Oh, but comes into contact with Moya.
Ah, good old race replay. Well, don't adjust your television sets. Nothing happened. Klon is still out. That may be. I think aliens hijacked the television broadcast. So
it's quite possible. It's quite possible it was the
cars.
same aliens that abducted Humbert Moyamudie's car.
A couple more cars may have looked to retire, but in fact, is this going to be the mystery of the legendary Patrick Tambay, not DNF in Canada 1983? We'll never find out. Shinjo pits. Although I do have to stress, Kramnitsky is a bang on our original of the race for today.
Without question, that was definitely an interesting way to go out of the race. He kept the car going for the car engine going in that only just to create a pileup later on in the race. Well done, man.
No idea what happened at the shoulder. Like, why did he just stop? Did he have contact with someone? Well, but We'll never find out.
Unfortunately not.
Good for Wilmington is that he's still in the race. There's his teammate Aurora Summers in 12th, letting the leader Janče through 7 seconds to Watson.
But
Daniel's actually going to be catching the top second into 4th.
yes, in fact, despite finding his way through a couple of lap cars here, Daniel has actually closed in a couple of seconds on Janče. As we're now seeing Malashin to make his one and only scheduled pit stop of the race. Another quiet but solid performance from the Czech driver.
Yep, he's in 9th.
This
19
is Diego
is
versus
Torrente.
Torrente.
Well, Malish has had a very good race considering he's well ahead of the F1 World Champion in the same Bentley-powered, well, not exactly the same car, but same engine. Malish comes out in 9th.
Dagnall now right in the thick of the traffic here. Lost some ground to Janče on that lap.
Oh, crash! Oh, big crash into Grundig. Someone's got airborne. I think that was that Taki? No, who was that? Wrong car. What?
That's Humbert Mounier!
Oh, that took time. That took time. That was such a delayed reaction. So Mounier, it's that's Cameron. Is Mounier going to carry on? Yes, he will.
But yeah, the car's still running. He just needs to find a. Well, he should be able to rejoin the race.
He's enabled. He's enabled the power of Jesus in himself, and he's gonna make it through. Well, don't know. What are you doing?
What are you? This is the Humbert Mounier that everybody expected to see on a regular basis.
Well,
what? Why did he stop there?
Don't stop. Well, don't stop, Humbert. Just carry on. I don't think he has damage, apart from talent, obviously. That's your
doesn't exist.
That's your Humbert Mounier
Ben
experience.
Fleet is in the pits with a broken rear wing. I'm not entirely sure how that happened.
Well, we were busy watching Mounier for a solid minute, so never find out.
Unfortunately, every camera at the track was pointed at Humbert Mounier, trying to work out what he was doing.
And what is Mounier doing? Well, Summer is still in 6th, also due to how good the car is. But don't tell him.
He is 2 laps down to Janče now, though.
Yeah, he's 2 laps down behind the car in front. That's Ben Fleet. Oh, Ben Fleet and Mounier. Oh no, don't let anything happen, please. Oh, he's not even able to pass Fleet.
Meanwhile, we've got a whole squabble of cars here fighting. I think this is exacerbated by the fact that Watson and Taki here are trying to battle each other for 2nd place on the track currently. Magda Servansky has closed in on these two as well. She was about 7 seconds behind them after she made their pit stop, but has closed up that gap over the stint. Be looking for them to start making their 2nd pit stops in the next few laps, but they are being also caught rapidly by Bradley Dagnall, who is now within 13 seconds of Marco Janče of the lead. 40 laps to go. Janče, Watson, Taki, and Servansky still to pit.
And right now, it doesn't seem like the two stoppers have any hope against Dagnar. They will be half a minute behind him probably after that stops.
Well, you'd think it's Mark driving the car this race, with how well he's been driving today. Lap 60 of 99. 99 problems, but Bradley Dagnall ain't one, or Jancher. None of them.
I mean, I
So far,
don't,
so
I
good
don't
for
think
him.
Dagnall's a problem in this race. I mean, well, not for us anyway. He's a problem for the other drivers, but not for us.
Yeah, I think the big problem is Moimuche and Krabitsky today, in fact. Well, we still have about 40% of this race yet to be completed, so we'll see what interesting things will be thrown up in the race. Although I'm having a look, I think we're down to what, 15 runs? 17 actually.
Yeah, 17. Sorry, I forgot to check the back part of the field here, but yeah, that's not a lot to be seeing at this point, especially when you consider the Fuwen is 2 full laps behind the next car in front of him.
Oh, but this is still in the race. So it's Moimuche, Fry, Watson, Taki, Kara, who's been a bit of a nuisance. He's not really used to being lapped by other cars.
Dagnall now coming into some trouble here. He's caught up to Magda Cervanski, but look, I don't think he's got quite the pace anymore in those tires to be able to find a way past the Hungarian here. Oh my goodness, that's Takuma Taki! Problems with Takuma Taki! The leader in the first stint of this race. I think he just outbraked himself. He was perhaps a little bit surprised by how quickly he was approaching
He didn't
that
have to
foxtail.
stop. He didn't have to stop. He was like he was fine.
And now he's just waiting for the traffic to clear.
Like unlike Stefan, unlike Edward Holm, he actually made the full turn, so he would have just carried on, but he didn't.
Well, this has practically ruined any chance he has of winning this race, but it will. But if he does at least hang on to the 5th place, it will be enough to keep him in the championship fight, if nothing else.
Well, it does help that the next car behind is Humbert Talentless Moimuche, who's 2 laps behind, so that could be what you will. And yes, I'm bashing Moimuche. And that's McFry, same error, into Dutzenteich.
There must be some sort of issue at the with the track there at that point, causing the. I think there might be a bump in the track there that's throwing the drivers off in terms of their braking for that corner. Saint Laurent looks to the inside of Cameron there. Very ambitious, but backed out just in time to avoid clattering into the side of the Jones. This is really starting to benefit Marco Jancher now, actually, as Dagnall has been held up, I think, trying to get around Magda Cervanski, and is fallen now back 16 seconds behind his teammate. What are you doing, Diego Alvarez Sorrente? What was he thinking?
Meanwhile, but yeah, F1 World Champion doing this absolutely horrible move. He's 2 laps down on the leader. What are you doing, Diego? This is not your race. That's gonna be words after race between those two. I don't think Mark Dagnall will be happy about it either.
What does Mark Dagnall have to do with any of this?
Well, he's the brother of Bradley, so, you know, he's probably going to be pissed that his brother had been nearly taken out by a lap car.
No, this is Jancher. This is the race leader.
All right, Jancher. All right.
Magda
Oh,
Sravansky is in
Sravansky.
with a throttle issue. Fortunately, she's right around her pit window anyway, so this won't affect her race too badly.
But it's not a good start to the last start of the race for her.
Well then, Hildegard Shevchenko Neumann is going to have words with Diego Alvarez Torrente. They're fixed.
This also releases Bradley Dagnall, who will be looking to try and get some quick laps in here to make up for the time he lost behind Sravansky.
Lap 67 of 99. Watson in second. 10.8 seconds behind Jancher. Diagno's doing very well though for himself.
Ben Fleet looking to make a move on Alberto Cara for 13th place, backs out of it at the last moment. And that's Nathaniel Cameron coming in to make his second pit stop. That will release Pierre Saint Laurent to try and he's on the one-stop strategy, is he not?
Yep, he's pretty much set in 7th now. Unless someone can magically make up 24 seconds on a i3 car, which I doubt.
Final Watson also into the pits for his final pit stop. That said, I don't think that Saint Laurent is home free. He does have
And we got a yellow.
yes, we do.
Someone is
Saint Laurent getting lapped here by Takuma Taki, and somebody's gone into the barriers. It's Aurora Summers.
I'm wondering if the ARWS cars have enough turn circle in for this corner.
Well, I mean, it's more of an open corner than the first corner, so we don't seem to have seen nearly so many issues there as we do here. So I think it might just be a case of there might be a little issue with the tarmac in that part of the track.
Or tire wears as finally asking its tribute.
Amber Moimuche, who incredibly is still in this race on lap 69, nice, is really still, well, he's not really contending with anyone, is he?
No, he's pretty much set to finish where he is. Dagnall's slipped to 17 seconds behind Jancher. Jancher might have a shot at this race. It depends on how far behind he is. How far behind his teammate he is, but he's going very deep into this second pit window. So it could well be that Jancher is trying to get the freshest tires he can for the final few laps on low fuel and really push and leave his teammate with no option but to yield the win to him.
A very risky approach, given as, again, the time difference after the stop will be significant.
Although Watson is actually right behind Taki. They got a fight going on.
Well, yeah, but Taki still needs to pit. Remember, Taki fell off the track, so that's not a real battle for position. I mean, he is a battle for position, but like Taki's not going to finish ahead of Watson in this race unless there's an issue for Watson. Dagnall still losing time to Jancher, is really starting to make hay with the low fuel in the Euromotor at this point in the race. He surely can't be that far off from making his final pit stop. Surely only about 2 or 3 more laps of fuel in that car.
The Anchor going through into the S section. We're going to have an onboard lap with Jancher, looks like it. It's very tight exit. There's a big wall, famous wall, on the exit of the Scheller S. I'm into Dutzenteich, and that's a very short.
Oh no, problems for Watson!
Oh!
He's developed a transmission issue on the March 16. Right just past pit exit. He can't get it back to the pits to fix it, and he will be out of the race.
Well, you called it.
Yeah.
What a twist.
Promotes Magda Servansky into 4th position.
Because Jancher on Saint Laurent, that's gonna put him 3 laps down.
Indeed. Jancher's now pulled out a 17-second margin. He's got to pit soon. There's no way they have this much fuel in the car.
Taki in.
Yeah, that is Taki in. He still needed to make his final pit stop.
That's Fleet? Kara? What? Fleet versus Kara, I guess.
Yeah, they're still battling for 12th place as Servansky threads their way through them.
We got a battle for position. We don't have these.
Oh my goodness! That was a vicious chop from Kara on Fleet there.
Yeah, Kara's very aggressive this race.
We need to understand that he's in a very good championship position. As of now, he's set to gain 28 points, which would put him on 130. Wait, I forgot Watson. Then we're talking about 30 points, so he's right up there with Nicolas at the end of this.
But he loses 2 points there as Fleet makes the move stick on Kara as Marco Jancher has finally come in and pitted. He returns to the pit lane, but Bradley Dagnall is already through and into the lead of this race.
So now the question is Jancher going to use his fresh tires and is he going to catch up back to Dagnall, or is Dagnall going to use the copious amounts of traffic between those two Euromotors to his advantage and hold on for the next 24 laps?
I don't see how Jancher has the pace to make this up.
I mean, I don't know. We saw Jancher was about a second a lap faster than Dagnall in clear air.
Let's see what the gap is. Let's see what the gap is. So 43.4 for
Dagnall, but won't really get a lap time from Jancher.
Well, 10 seconds. Oh, 6.7. That's not much.
No. This fight for the win, I think, is very much on between the two Euromotors.
Diego Torrente, who is drawn the ire of Edgar Shevchenko-Neumann for his move on Jancher early in the race, not Dagnall, Jancher. There he is, the Austrian who did one race with Checkmate last year, and he's back full time. What a traffic.
43 flat for Dagnall. Let's see what Jancher has put through in this traffic. 43.6. That is what Dagnall needs to be seeing.
Yet the traffic is going to play a big difference, and there's going to be a lot of it.
And if you look at the track, no chance. There's just no chance for Jancher to play his cards that right.
Dagnall just needs to pass the cars as swiftly as he can.
The thing is, Taki here is looking pretty quick, and he wants to. He'll want to get around Dagnall and see if he can do anything with Magda Servansky. Although he is like half a lap behind her, but like you never know. Another 43.0 for Dagnall. Jancher 42.1. You see that's the pace of Jancher in clear air here. It's why I really think he has a shot at this race win. He's only got a couple of cars between himself and Dagnall now, as they are approaching one of the mechas here. Of course, Dagnall had like It's a very awkward position to be in with Taki all over his rear wing.
Ooh.
Jancher now closing the gap significantly, 5 seconds between himself and Dagnall. Now entering the final 20 laps of this race, Martin McFly has made his final pit stop. But all eyes are going to be on this battle for the win here between Bradley Dagnall and Takuma Taki has made the move to the inside of the Aeromotor. That is not what Dagnall needed. That's going to cost him time.
But it gives them a slipstream on the back straight, so that's something at least.
It's on the 3.3. Jancher sets his fastest lap of the race, which already had, just improves on it, 41.901.
Indeed, yes, that's the fastest lap of the race from Jancher. That's
Oh goodness gracious! Look at the traffic ahead of him.
This could actually work to Dagnall's benefit here, potentially. If the traffic starts getting out of the way for Takuma Taki, it might clear a path through for
God!
Dagnall to
I
make
don't
his way
think
through.
anyone is clearing paths here.
5 cars lined up at Dutzendijk curve with 20 laps to go. What is going? Oh, Malish has to pit again.
There's an electrical issue on the checkmate. That's a shame. That's hurt a pretty great race that he's been putting in, but he can push at least on these on fresh tires for the remainder of this race. But crucially, up front,
44.3, 1.5 seconds. Hey.
Dagnall's gotten back ahead of the racing point, and that's all that's separating him from Jancher.
So Malish comes back at 9th. Let's see if he can make any places, but
43.5, 43 flat from Jancher. 1 second between them, and there's what, 18 laps to go. This is going to be absolutely.
And don't forget, Servansky is catching them both. I
don't think she's catching them at a rate that she can really do anything unless like Dagnall and Jancher start fighting each other and losing buckets of time, because she'd need to catch them at a second a lap. Traffic notwithstanding.
42.4 for Jancher. Gap is 4 tenths.
Yeah,
is
Jancher
he going to make a move?
Second. He's taking a look to the inside. Big dive there for Jancher.
Oh my God!
I think it's only a matter of time before Jancher gets this.
Oh boy, Hildegard, are you seeing this? Oh, and here comes.
Oh dear!
It's not this fleet.
This is not what Dagnall needs. That is what Dagnall needs, is Jancher to be held up a little bit by the car Ben fleet. That might just give him enough of a gap over Jancher to make it through.
16 to go.
Yeah, Jancher not close enough to make a move on Dagnall here. He's going to have to wait another lap to set up his teammate.
He may have a look at Dutzendijk here at the end, the final corner, but I probably would be better off trying to attack in the first corner next lap.
Yeah, Grundig. I think that's the move. He's got so much straight line speed, and well, I mean both of these cars do,
yeah.
But like with the Dagnall's tires are pretty second hand at this point. I think this might be it.
I think he's closer, 3 tenths.
Yeah, this is as close as Jancher's been.
And he's not.
He's trying to make the move, but again.
No.
Oh my goodness! Oh no, Marco Jancher!
Oh my God! Well,
that's
as close as he's gonna get.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
that's as close as he's gonna get today. That's a tragic end to Jancher's race from.
He had driven brilliantly in this race.
Did he? I'm wondering if he actually killed his gearbox trying to go for that move on diagonal.
Yeah, he might have just been, he might have, he did make that move at the last minute. He might have panicked, seen the gap closing, and just, like, panic shifted down through the gearbox and just completely, killed the transmission. That's a really big shame for Marco Jancher, who's, had his issues with finishing races, and he won't finish this one. It's all down to Dagnall now if he can close this race out for Euromotor.
Wow. What an incredible turn of events, and Saransky lost 2.5 seconds last lap. I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah,
Kaki is
she's
third.
Stuck in the... Yeah, she's had to deal with the squabbling Joneses for on that previous lap. She has taken out a second from Dagnall, but she's going to need a lot more than that. And Dagnall has actually cleared most of the traffic now. The only car really ahead of him is Humbert Moyen-Moutier.
Somehow still in the race. I can't stress this enough. He's in 4th place after all that's happened.
Yeah, I have heard that Moyen-Moutier has I think this is one of the Foxtails.
What?
What happened there?
Did he just stop on the straight?
Yes,
sure
he
looked
did.
like it. What was that?
I have no idea what that was about.
Is he doing this for the? Oh, I think it. Oh, actually, no.
No, that's what I was also thinking the same thing, but it makes no sense because.
Is he doing this for the fans? Is he doing this for the fans?
Is he trying to play rear gunner for Fleet? Are they? I mean, Wilmington was closing on that previous lap, but not by a amount that would necessitate like we're trying to pull that move. And also, he's looking to try and get back past his teammate.
This is a very bizarre behavior by this experienced veteran.
Remember when this guy looked like he was going to win the title last year? Well...
Oh no, Marta Zarvansky! Oh, that's a big crash into the barrier!
And she nearly took Wilmington's head off, coming back.
Oh my goodness. Oh my word.
Oh, that's on Wilmington. He just swerved. And if you look at the rear, of Sarvansky, she nearly took Wilmington clean off, going back. Look at this. Oh, and there she goes.
My goodness, that was close.
Well, that's Saransky's race over from 2nd place.
And this puts Humbert Moyen-Moutier into a potential podium position.
I don't think it's gonna be potential at this rate. He's gonna survive the apocalypse at this rate. 10 laps to go.
Dagnall now leading by a lap because Takuma Taki is going to come through, take 2nd position. He's a full lap behind the leader here.
Ooh.
So at this stage of the race, who could have imagined that we would be seeing Bradley Dagnall win a race for Euromotor? You know, he did say at the start of the season they can win and they will, and if he can survive these final 9 laps, he could well prove everyone wrong. Everyone who doubted him wrong.
Well, let's find out in a few minutes.
We can also take a moment to appreciate Pierre Saint Laurent performing very well on his return from suspension.
Well, he hasn't killed anyone, which is nice.
He's looking set for a 4th place at this moment.
Indeed.
It's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7 for the Volkswagen Bentley cars. Somewhat
8 given as a customer Bentley is still 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no.
Jones.
Sorry.
Just looking a little bit back further in the field now. McFly's had a very strange race, and he's going to wind up finishing a disappointing 13th. Assuming he doesn't retire. Well, no, probably about 12th with Stravinsky out. Sorry, but almost a full lap behind his teammate is very disappointing for a guy who, as you said earlier, Dom, looked like he could well win the championship in 2023. Wilmington has closed in a bit on Fleet, but not to the point where I think he's really going to attack or do anything to challenge for that 9th place. Besides, he's probably got a penalty on his way, given that very concerning move against Magda Stravinsky. We have heard that she has been transported to the local hospital just for precautionary checks. We'll see if she's... hopefully we'll hear relatively soon whether or not she's okay.
How is this guy on the podium?
This is going to be his 2nd podium. He's almost 2 laps down, and he's going to be on the podium in that car.
This is absolutely insane.
That's not insane. That is ARWS, baby.
Dagnall Takimoy Buche, that could be an all-time podium here.
Bradley Dagnall, of course, a former Formula 1 driver in his own right, and what was his best finish? Was it like 7th?
It was 7th at the 2nd frame.
Oh no, Saint-Laurent is in trouble! Just when we were saying he was having a great race.
Crashed.
Oh goodness!
Oh!
That looked like a throttle failure. It looks like the throttle got hung open. Oh, that's a shame. He smashes right into the barrier.
Yeah, he slammed the famous wall on the outside shoulder as that is his race over. He's maybe going to get a top 10 out of this, but oh.
Yeah, that was definitely a throttle.
That's a huge whack.
Open. Yeah.
As they say in NASCAR, that's a huge lick, and that's race over near the end. What a shame for the Shawinigan native. Of course, he's gonna go through that wall.
This will promote Jones into 4th and 5th now. Malish into 6th after his unscheduled 2nd pit stop, and Ben Fleet into 7th.
Well, 2 laps to go, which means Dagno is confirmed to be on the podium.
It was very close there with Taki. He wants to at least try and get back on the lead lap, but I think Dagnall's tires are screaming enough. He's been on those for over 60 laps now.
He's leading by a lap. Just calm down, brothers.
Bradley does not do calm down. He only does push. Not very fast usually, but he does push.
Yeah.
Final lap for Dagnall.
All he has to do, well, I mean, yeah, all he has to do is bring it home on this lap. See the checker flag, and that's it.
See if Taki can unlap himself before the end.
I don't think he's close enough. He's going for it. He's going for it, but Dagnall shuts the door. He wants this win by a full lap. He wants to show to everyone he was the best driver in this race. Bradley Dagnall wins the German Grand Prix.
Well done, Bradley. That's a huge win for Euromotor. Is this their first win?
It is their first win.
Their first win. What a drive.
Well, actually, they got a double podium at Norisring last season, so it's a good track for them.
Yeah, they'll be sad to see it going after this race, after this season, I should say. Dagnall, though, what a drive. Just executed that one-stop strategy perfectly. Looked like he might be under severe threat from his teammate, but stayed cool and kept it on the track. There's a lot more than a lot of other drivers can say. And of course, completing the podium, we have Takuma Taki, led early in this race. I think Racing Point may have botched the pit strategy. He did lose quite a bit of track position after that first pit stop, but the big problem for him was when he just locked it up at the second to last corner and just like lost about 30 seconds there. Still, he brought it home in second place. That'll be a great boon to his title hopes. Humbert Moyamudi a third. Those are some very welcome points for Holiday with Phillippe Nicolas out of the race early. We've got a fourth and fifth for Jones. Great performances by them. Václav Malice drove well. Unfortunately, the electrical issue prevented him from inheriting that fourth place. Ben Fleet with his first finish of the season, solid 7th place. James Wilmington returning to where he won his one and only ARWS race to date last year, but I think he will be probably facing some supplemental discipline after that very scary incident with Magda Zervansky. And we've got completing out the top 10, Alberto Cara and Naoki Shinjo for Yongwang and Mecca.
This is actually a great result for Cara, championship considered. Although, now that I think of it, Malish is going to be very close. It's going to be the top 3. He's going to be the top 3, I think, Malish.
Quite possibly. We'll have to see exactly how the points shake out once they all get calculated.
Taki's going to lead. Taki's going to lead the championship. Then I think it's going to be Nicola and then Malish, but not yet sure. Servansky was on for a great result, of course. Taken away by Wilmington.
Martin McFry brings it home in 11th place after a very disappointing drive. Pierre Saint-Laurent had a great drive going in his return after his ban. Unfortunately, the car just seemed to have throttle got stuck open and hit the barrier very hard. We'll have to see if he's okay. Fuen after getting stuck on the outside of the Grundig corner for a couple of laps. Still managed to bring it home in 13th. Those are some points that definitely won't go... Yang Wang will definitely take. Magda Srvanski, of course, with that scary crash, we're also waiting to hear from her what the outcome for her is with the potential for injury. Marco Jancher, transmission issue, of course, while he was battling for the win. That's a very bitter pill to swallow for him, but he does at least get the points for 15th. Final Watson also was on for probably finishing on the podium in this one. And then we have Aurora Summers, Kalon. Aurora Summers crashed by herself. Kalon, Akio Yamamura, and Andrei Kremnitsky all got taken out in that pile-up, caused by Kremnitsky stopping for some reason. Have to look at what happened. Well, I mean, I don't know what happened there. Bozu out with a transmission issue very early on. Zidane still with those reliability issues on the second mecha. Nicolas, Gauthier, Kickert, and Home all out very early as well. Home by his own hand this time as well. As for our fastest laps of the race, we've got it does go the way of Marco Jancher with that late push. Phillippe Nicolas, second fastest lap very early in the race, and Takuma Taki picks up the points for third fastest lap. And with that concludes the German Grand Prix. We'll see you next time for the Columbia River Grand Prix in Portland. See you there.
Yep. Triple header in the USA.
I see sport lives.